Previously on Onboard Lifestyle, we pulled into Paradise Village Marina in Nueva Vallarta. It was the first dock we had seen in 2 months and 3 days, so we didn't waste any time getting into project mode. I spent time with my cruising friends and took a tour through this amazing resort. Relaxation areas with good internet. And my parents shed a tear when they saw their first boat, Savannah. She was abandoned years ago and has reached the end of her life.
Okay, turn off the camera.
And that's where we will continue our story.
Well, it looks like you have a project going.
Compass's favorite.
I know he hates this.
He hates it, but he's gonna be so handsome after all of this.
Okay, well, Lynn does her little project. I'm gonna get on to one of my own. You know, our backup anchor has been just lashed to the bow roller. I'm gonna make a more secure mount for it. So, picked up some pieces. I have my new Manta swivel, a shot of chain stopper, and I just built this riser right here out of Starboard lumber. For the chain stopper, all the hardware and all the tools. This is something that's needed to happen, and I'm excited to get it done. Looks so ugly up there, just lashed with line.
He's gonna be so handsome.
Okay, so here's my plan. I now have my swivel mounted to the shot of chain. I'm gonna secure it to the anchor, mount this about the same position as this, run this through, and this will be able to lock this shot right in place. If by chance, we have two options. If this chain and anchor gets fouled, we could cut it free and just do a quick connect to this shot and deploy it in seconds. Or if we lose this entire chain and rode, I have a backup chain and rode that I could connect to this just as easy. I think it'll clean up this foredeck and secure this anchor nicely.
Looks like someone's a little grumpy after his bath. He's giving me the silent treatment. And I'm not letting him in his kennel until he's all air dried out. But he looks so handsome. And Teal is just finishing up one more project. Hey, that looks good.
Yeah.
No longer do we have this thing strapped over.
I just put my seizing wire on so nothing will come free. And yeah, I'm liking it. Look how easy this is to work. So let's say we have to cut this free now.
Well, hang on. I want to go out here.
Okay, come on out. Okay, look, here is our new swivel, all seized on. Goes to this shot of chain to our chain stopper. So now what we need to do, well, let's keep going. Look at this. I put a quick disconnect right here.
Of course you did.
What do you mean, of course? How else are we going to connect it? Let's say we have to cut this chain right here. I could connect that straight to here with one pin. Real simple. As soon as it's connected, you pull this pin, it releases the anchor. And then we have a second anchor.
Okay, one more thing off the list.
Check it off.
Checking it off. Looks good. I feel safer already.
This step has been bothering me for a while now. It started this hairline fracture going around this step. Gosh, must have been about 2 years ago. I was carrying the mainsail up here and I took a little bit of a fall and put a load on this. And it just, ever since then, it's been just kind of cracking out. So I had the girls remove this hatch for me. And I'm running a shim under here and clean this all out and put a nice bead of thickened epoxy under there. Thickened epoxy.
All right, you guys know the drill. It's been a long time since I've mixed up a batch of thickened epoxy for teal.
Thickened epoxy.
But since we are on the dock, we're going to take full advantage of being in a place where we can get more supplies and just get some of these things done. So, as with tradition, thickened epoxy.
Thickened epoxy. Now I'm removing the paint and I want to get a nice clean surface. So when I lay this fiberglass tape on here, it bonds nice and true. About another hour of sanding and I should have this. Well, it's the next day. Epoxy has cured fully. Now I'm layering fairing compound on here to just smooth this out. I've sanded all the paint back to the underlayment there and faired up against that. A lot of hand sanding now. I want to just smooth to the touch. Okay, this is looking real good. Feels muy suave now. I've been working on this for a few hours, 4 or 5 hours, and it's time for barrier coat. We're going to put Interlux, the Interprotect 2000E down, 2 coats tonight, 1 4 hours apart, because I want to get paint on this tomorrow. But it's looking good.
Teal is working like a madman.
I kind of have to. It's hot out here.
Well, the step is looking really nice.
But it's kind of my report card on how well I fared this thing, and all smiles so far. It looks good.
I know, because that sun is not forgiving right now. That angle shows every little flaw
My shade
is gone.
is gone. So I want to get this down as fast as I can, let it cure, and get the second barrier coat on tonight, so we could get the top coat started tomorrow.
Okay, our time is winding down. We got a lot of stuff to do before we fly out. But I think that we're able to get everything done.
I think we had a good day. We had a good couple of days.
I think we've been very productive. We've been getting up at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning and
Getting to
just
work.
hit the ground running.
I think margaritas are in my future.
I think you deserve it. Maybe a steak.
Ooh, now you're talking. Here's Lynn, getting my brain organized.
Well, you know what? We have a lot on our plate, and this is the best organization that we can possibly do. So
This system has worked before.
It worked before. I thought that it was behind us, but it's back because we have a ton of stuff that we need to do. And I love my system anyways because, well, I like to Post-its. But anytime there is a project, we just put it on here, and then if we have all the materials, I put a dot on it. So then that way, Teal, Mr. Captain Teal, can just grab something, or we can, and it just works. So right now, we are working on repairing our sugar scoop.
Yes, and we're almost done. That should be done tomorrow morning. I'll be painting.
Well, since we're painting, I'm thinking, why not do the shower stall?
I know, it's due.
It's due. It needs a little facelift.
I know, and so that's...
And there's showers here, so we don't have to worry about trying to get all that done before we can shower. So that, I think, is good.
Yes, I still need to prep that. If I'm painting that tomorrow, I'll get on that this afternoon.
Yeah, I'll clear everything out for you.
Okay.
And then I think that since we're doing this, we should fair and repair that cockpit step.
Well, I've been working on that. The cockpit step.
Yeah, we
have
a little dent.
It's whose fault was that?
It was the winds.
Lynn put a radio out on the upper deck underway in heavy seas, and it fell about 6-7 feet and hit the step.
In my defense, I need music, and oh, that actually reminds me.
Oh, great. So it put a little ding in our bottom step.
Well, if we had zone 3, I wouldn't have to bring a radio outside.
I've been working on
We have, oh, that's the other thing. We have the speaker, we have the setup. We just need to install it.
Okay, not today though.
I know. That's later. I'll just put another.
Okay, and so then the other one that's been bugging me the most is the nav station.
Yeah. So I put that down. We haven't really been able to use our nav station or hang out there because somebody has worn through the counter.
So we've been prepping that, and tomorrow is our paint day. All these items, there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4 items we'll be painting.
Oh, there's just so much. But it's okay. These are just...
These are all...
When we don't want to have to deal with it, we can just close or open the door.
Nice.
And we're fine.
Yeah, you better close that door. I need to start looking at this list.
This is getting good. We're getting a lot of work done.
This one's been bothering me.
It's been bothering all of us. This is supposed to be your man cave.
I know. I spend so much time here that my elbows have been... Look at this. Look at where my arms sit here. Over the years, I was trying to think how many years ago it was that we painted this.
8 years.
Okay, so it's due for a touch-up then.
I feel like most of the work is the uninstalling all the hardware.
Prep work is key. I mean, I could tape this off, but that's not the right way to do it. It's been hard to believe it's been over a year since we've painted all these surfaces, but...
I know, but we didn't do it right because we didn't do enough coats.
I know. We need to do more than...
So, a lot of wear and tear.
And Mother Nature is rugged on your boat. So while we're here, Might as well get it done.
It's a family affair today. Emma's inside finishing up vacuuming and wiping down the shower. And Teal is starting the paint.
Time to refresh our paint.
Yep, we need a little pick-me-up.
Yeah. You know, we're always in a hurry and never put the proper amount of coats on our paint, and it wears over the years. So this time we're taking the time and going to put those extra coats in our cockpit and get a little more durability out of it.
But we're using new paint.
Total Boat sent us their product, so we're
testing it out.
testing it out. And you know what? It's laying down nicely so far. And over time we'll see how the durability is. But so far, so good.
First coat is completed, and all I can say is wow. We are so impressed with the wet edge Total Boat paint. They said that it would be compatible with ours, and they did not lie. We cannot disagree with it. Teal already loves how well it lays down flat with no additional additives for it, and I just love the look of it. He is inside doing our upper head right now, doing the shower, and I can't wait to see what it looks like. But wow, Total Boat delivered. Is that a good feeling?
Oh, so nice. It's gonna be beautiful.
It has to stay beautiful. That's the key. Day 2 for painting. Today we were planning on doing a light scuff of the paint that Teal put down yesterday and put a second coat, but the humidity is playing a little bit of havoc for it, so we're thinking that we're gonna hold off one more day and then let it completely cure and harden before we do a scuff and then a second coat. In the meantime, all of my laundry, I'm trying to do all of our laundry before we head out of here, has been pulled inside because Teal doesn't want it outside just in case something falls into his new paint. But he is not down yet because he is prepping the sugar scoop. So the sugar scoops will get a first coat today, hopefully before it gets too hot. So there's Teal now just making sure that all the final scuffing is done, so it'll have a good adhesion with a new top coat. Oh, look at that. We got the perfect shade.
I know. Feels good now. Oh. It's looking pretty good, I might say.
And so far, oh, there's a bug.
Where?
Right there. That landed right when you
man.
just... Poor guy.
We'll see if he survives.
So far, you like this paint, huh?
I am loving this paint.
Okay, so...
I noticed it takes a little bit longer to dry in this humidity, but boy, it just lays down nice.
No bubbles.
No bubbles. I mean, no complaints. It's just it's a nice paint to work with, I'll say that. Lynn, you're falling behind.
You don't honestly think I'm gonna drink all this, right?
Hey, that was 3
This was actually for you.
for me.
Yep, these are for you.
No.
I'm not gonna do it this time. You guys, this is just the start of all these projects. It's like Teal's trying to kill me. I'm just one small girl, okay? And my liver can't take it.
Okay.
So these are for you, Teal.
They're not
Or for somebody else. So I just want to say cheers to everybody.
Oh, you're gonna do one.
Start. Oh. Well, if I do, hold on. Oh, these are really full. To the start of all of our Thicken Epoxy projects.
They're coming.
This is the first, and this will be my last throughout all of these projects because I like my liver.
And it likes you. To Thicken Epoxy.
To Thicken Epoxy.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of Onboard Lifestyle. If you liked our video, don't forget to give us a like and please subscribe to our channel. These videos are made possible by the support of our amazing patrons. Join our crew if you can. We're back into full project mode now, and I can't wait to fly back to the States to see family in a few days. Come back next week to see another awesome new episode. See you then!